welcome to your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 29th of September, 2015. The moon today will be in the final portion of the sign of Aries as it transits its way through Ashwini Nakshatra. Sometimes we find out that the more that we thought that we knew, the less we actually knew. The more we think we know, the less wisdom we stand chance to gain, because we're not going to be open to receiving any new information, are we? And so sometimes we have to be kind of taken down to the bottom so that we can really get into a space where we relinquish what we were holding on to. We let go of what we thought that we knew so that we can then learn a lesson. If we maintain a level of humility, well, we don't have to go through those experiences. And you're likely in a position today where you thought you knew something. And because you have discovered that things were not as they seemed, you're now in a space where you're confused about what to do next. And although this can be a very painful blow to the ego, it can actually be a very liberating experience for the soul if you confront the experience properly. Right now, you may be seeing yourself in a position where all your plans have been wrecked. But in reality, you don't really have a wrecked masterpiece. Instead, what you have is a blank canvas from which you can start anew. So learn from the experience that you've had and expand upon your repertoire. You've only been taken to the bottom in this particular experience so that you stand a chance to rise to the top. So the best thing to do in the moment is to brush yourself off and get on with the journey. Now, Ashwini is a Dharma-driven nakshatra, and Ashwini has the power to reach things swiftly. But when Ashwini is functioning a little bit out of balance, as it will be in this particular instance, well, things can feel really chaotic and all over the place, and can just lead to an experience where you're feeling confused and things are moving so quickly that you don't really know how to handle it, and you're pulled in several different directions at once. And that doesn't make for a very confident experience or a very happy ego. But as I said before, when you have an unhappy ego, you stand a chance of having a more highly liberated soul. The lunar tithi today is Krishna Dvitiya. It's the second day of the dark half of the moon. And with this particular energy, there's the propensity to grow from an experience, to really learn, and to actually recognize that even though something really difficult may have happened to you, that you are now able to be very fortunate because of that experience, and to learn from what you have gone through and really make the best out of it. So sometimes we have to be taken down to the most base level so that we can find our core, so that we can truly understand our strength. And that's the position that you're likely going to find yourself in today if you open your eyes and pay attention to the experience that you're having. If you're dealing with a difficult situation and could use a little bit of extra assistance, I do offer several different tiers of astrological service, all of which are available through the astrological services page of my website, which you should see linked by the little eye up in the upper right-hand corner of this video. Additionally, I will be starting an intermediate level predictive course that starts on the 10th of October, and there are still plenty of positions on that particular course. And if you're interested in registering, you can do so if you will now follow the link that is now showing underneath the little eye in the upper right-hand corner, or it may have actually flashed on the screen. It'll do one or the other. And that's going to do it for your Vedic Lunar Scope for today, the 29th of September, 2015. Until next time, please take the very best care of yourself. Bye now.